Okay, Year 10, so I'm just going to take you through the questions for your trilogy paper mock that you sat, and we're going to start with question number 1. Okay, so it describes an experiment where they use the enzyme amylase to digest starch, and it gives you all the information for the experiment here. It's really important that you read this information when you're taking a test, because there's often a lot of clues in here as to what the answers might be. The first question asked what apparatus should the student use to control the temperature of the mixture. The key word here is control. The most common incorrect answer was to write thermometer. A water bath would be used to control the temperature of a mixture. A temperature just takes the measurement. A thermometer just takes the measurement. If you said a Bunsen burner with a thermometer, then you've described a water bath, so you were given the mark. But if you just said Bunsen or just said thermometer, then you didn't get any credit on this question. The next question showed you the plot points of the students' results, and it asked you to draw a line of best fit. The most common mistake here was people trying to draw a straight line of best fit through these results, which, as you can see, doesn't work. If you were to just join up the points, this also would not be a line of best fit. In this situation, you were being asked to draw a curve like so through the results. It should have come a little bit lower down at that point just there. Over the page, you can see that was where you were asked to draw the line of best fit for 1 mark. This question most people found quite difficult. It said the starch suspension contained 0.8 grams of starch. Calculate the mean rate of starch digested at 33 degrees C. You need to go back to your graph here to find out how long it took to remove the starch at 33 degrees C. So you'd need to come to the point on the graph for 33 degrees. You need to come up to where it meets your line of best fit, and then read along from that line just there. Okay, this would be 3 here, so this gives you a value of about 3.4. What the exam allowed is something called error carried forward. So if your line of best fit was a little lower or a little higher, it let you use that number as long as your calculation was correct. We now know that it took 3.4 minutes to digest 0.8 grams of starch. So 1 mark was available for saying 0.8 divided by 3.4, or whatever value achieved here, okay, for the correct calculation. If you then carried that out, you should have got a result somewhere in the region of 0.2 grams per minute. Just to 1 decimal place there, but you should have got some variations. It then asks you to describe 2 ways that you could improve the precision of this data. The most common error here was to describe using electronic equipment or digital equipment, which would increase the accuracy but not the precision. In this situation, they wanted you to take readings at smaller increments, so smaller gaps between temperature readings. You could have also taken it at more frequent times. Taking more readings would increase the reliability of your data, but not the precision. Taking smaller gaps between the temperature readings and taking more frequent time readings would all increase the precision. The next question asked to explain why the rate of starch digested per minute at 60 is lower than 40. Again, the key word here is explain. Most of you got the point for saying that at 60 degrees, the enzyme would be denatured. The explanation of this is that once it is denatured, it no longer fits the substrate because the shape has changed, as you can read in the mark scheme. The final part of question number 1 asks what is meant by the term accuracy. Okay, quite a few of you are getting confused with precision, accuracy and reliability, so we need to do some work on this. The correct answer here is accuracy are measurements that are close to the true value.